serve the Omnissiah.
Okay, now, for those of you who aren't aware, I have done a first taste, and that covers the first mission in its entirety, that first tutorial mission in its entirety. One part of that, it's a two-parter because ended up being like an hour and a half long of recording, so I've split that into two 40-minute videos. The first part of that has already gone up on the channel, went up a couple of hours ago. This is going to be a continuation of that game. Don't worry if you're like, oh, well, I don't know what happened in between. One fight happened, and then I looked at the in-ship kind of dialogue stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be putting this up on YouTube. I've left it in the hands of those who watch my first taste video. If there's enough engagement, if there is enough interest, enough likes, comments, shares, all of that stuff, then the VOD from these streams will, or rather the VODs from these streams will make their way over to YouTube and fill out the series. Otherwise, it'll just be a nice little first taste to show people what to expect of the game. But we're going to be jumping into that, so you're not going to see, well, I guess you'll be able to infer how that fight went based on the fact that neither of my tech priests are dead, and I am awesome. Of course I am. You've seen me play XCOM, come on. The lack of faith is disturbing, but you've only missed one battle. It was a 40-minute battle, though. Wow. 30 minutes and then like 10 minutes of looking around the ship. Still, it was pretty impressive. Right. To the Adeptus Mechanicus we go. We need to see Carolinus in game. I swear, if I get a Necron raid tonight, I'm going to blame you, Aavak. I mean, it'll be fair. Hubris is strong this evening. How long until it bites Aavak in the butt again? It would break all of its teeth, because tonight my butt is made of metal, for I have fully embraced the purity of steel. But yeah, all we've done so far in the game is go through the first tutorial mission. That is the entirety of my first taste footage. But now we are actually in the game proper. Though, since you won't have seen it because that happens in like the last 10 minutes on the first taste, I'll quickly go over how I've set up my people. As you can see, they've both now got a really rubbish gun, along with the Omnissiah axe, which is pretty awesome. It's called an Omnissiah axe. What were you expecting? We have Magos Jeremiah, who is an engine seer. We are going to be renaming you, though. We need a new name. Magos. Let us see. Magos Belial. There we go, Belial. This was Jeremiah, the one that got, you know, brutally wounded throughout the course of the last mission. So, you know, if Hubris does bite me in the butt, it'll be biting your butt to get to mine. So I'm okay with that, as long as I take you down with me. And then Magos, we will go with, in recognition of all the hard work that Leafin does, Magos Leafin. There we go. And you are a Dominus. You have +4 to ranged weapons, which is quite nice, I think. I think you'll enjoy the second part of the first taste. I feel suitably smug. I could run 2 guns, absolutely, and that might be a good idea, but the current setup is I do 1 to 2 energy damage. Really bad. The issue there is that I would like to have the option of doing either physical or energy damage, but if I was going to just run with one type, I'd want it to be more than 1 to 2. Because at lowest roll of damage, I could totally not penetrate someone's armor if they had energy armor. It would be horribly, horribly bad. Okay. This is a very, very Friday stream. You think? I don't know. Or maybe it should be a 3-day something in it. Basically both. I don't know. But okay, so that's the cohort. You're as caught up now as you need to be. It's time for us to start. We've only got 2 new deployments. Well, thank you very much, Maru, for the subscription there. You have gifted a sub to Corvus Mortis. Thank you so much. And also to Amadio Fagadro. I'm sure you made that name just to spite me. Thank you very much for the subscription. Sorry I missed it 3 minutes ago. Thank you so much for using your Prime sub on me. And thank you, Maru, for the gift sub to Lathrix as well. My lord. I missed many things, apparently. I blame the awesomeness of this game. Okay, so we have to talk to people. Can I actually talk to Festinus? Oh, I can. Excellent. Okay, mission progress. Agrolax sector located, awakening in progress. And Acropis sector located, awakening in progress. Silver Tenebris must burn, we must not linger. And discovery of Silver Tenebris equals 10.011010%. More awaits us. Okay. I will, in all things, prefer doing stuff for Scaveler. I'm not going to hide it. Scaveler is my favorite by far, and that is for two reasons. One, because of the way Scaveler talks, and two, because of the way Scaveler thinks. I very much favor. Like, I mean, I would not make a very good tech priest. I'll be honest. I would definitely lean more towards the heretic side of being a tech priest. This whole, yeah, we don't innovate, we just do things the way we've been taught to do things for the last bajillion years, and nothing's ever going to change. No, that wouldn't sit well with me. I'm afraid we need innovation. We need to progress. So, you can jog on. Heresy Bros, yes. Thank you very much, Paul Toon, for the cheer there. The power of the machine god flow through us. Crush the Dinos and forever follow the Omnissiah. Our quest for knowledge shall not be ceased. I agree. And thank you very much for the next cheer, Amadio. I'm going to have to call you Amadio because I cannot maneuver my tongue around the rest of your name. And Strawberry Sealy. Thank you so much for the 3rd month of subscribing in a row. Thank you. Please put some love in chat for all of the generous dapplings. In fact, put some love in chat for all dapplings. And even the people who aren't dapplings yet. Because deep inside them, they have the potential. Thank you very much, Habitual Love. Right, the Killing Jar. Tech-Aquisitor Scaveler wishes to begin her research into the secrets of the Necrons, and has asked for specimens of the enemy to be gathered from the tomb of Acropis. Collect Necron samples. We would get an arc pistol, which would cost 1 cognition point. You would have a cooldown of 1 turn, that's fine. Single target ranged attack upon hitting targets turns into a cone area of attack.
Looking dapper.
That's nice. Okay. So, we'd go straight to a target and then branch out behind it, dealing 1 extra damage. Nice. If you fire it with the machine spirit fully charged, its area size is increased. Okay. More portable little sister of the arc rifle. The smaller barrel and lighter weight allows the wielder to perform close quarter shots with ease. Very well. We would also get a Curator Claw, which would cost 1 cognition to use. It would take 2 turns to cooldown, but will heal 2 to 4. An essential device for any Engine Seer Tech Priest. The Curator Claw are equipped. Curator Claws are equipped with biological and synthetic repairing tools that can reverse the effect of enemy fire on any Mechanicus unit in the middle of battle. Also, we'll get some Blackstone. The sort of things we're going to find are Canoptech Scarabs and Necron Warriors. I think it should be fine. Let us go. Here you choose which tech priests and troops to take on a mission. LMC, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 25th month in a row. My lord, 25 months. And Golf Boy for the resubscription for the 8th month in a row. You are both very, very kind indeed. And Maru, Aavak, the Dapplings, at Aavak, the Dapplings, where was that? Name you can't pronounce is Avogadro, like a mathematical term. Avogadro's number. Aha, thank you very much. And Grimnir hopped off. Aavak, fair warning. Steam discussion forum says Scabler's second mission, Grave Goods, is bugged right now and auto fails. Oh, that's poop. Thank you very much, Grimnir. LMC, thank you very much for the gift subs as well. 1 to Magpie James, Hellion, Danny, Latia Nice, I think, and Nighthound. Welcome all of you to the Dabblings. You have LMC to thank for your gifts up. Please put plenty of love and, of course, tea and teapots, especially the red ones if you have them, into chat. Ah, marvelous. Here you choose which tech priests and troops to take on a mission. Very well. Use left mouse button to add a unit to the Arvus lighter transport. Okay, well, we're going to take both of my tech priests and, I guess, a bunch of servitors. Not much we can do. Litany of Life. Restore 5 HP on an adjacent unit. I mean, I could bring that. No canticles available. Should I choose not to bring this? So I can get the... I can't take it off. So I'm going to assume that as long as I don't use the canticle, I'll get the achievement. Now, of course, you might not know what I mean by that. You unlock further canticles through completing certain achievements, and there's one for not taking a canticle on a mission. But I'm going to assume that was... I'm just misremembering it, and that it was just don't use a canticle. We'll see. Basically powerful spells. Tech-Aquisitor Scaveler. I asked you on this mission because of your experience with surveying alien artifacts and organisms. And so the heretics of Styges 8 can plunder this world for its secrets. Your assertion equals false. If objection, concerns, offense, go to different mission. I love Scaveler. I leave you free to do as you will. A dereliction of logic, Scaveler. Macarians 16.4. Watch your brother, for his sin of heresy is thy sin of tolerance. Silver Tenebris evaluation commences. Plus wonders, plus opportunities, plus secrets. Rare chance for discovery. Intelligence on Xenos. Must not fail to exploit. The logic of your enthusiasm eludes me, Tech-Aquisitor. My emotional cause return only peril to our mission personnel and the threat of awakening Xenos. Therefore, I am on this mission. My role equals gather intelligence, seek truth, return to human comprehension. Dictates of Mars retrieval. Gather knowledge for the good of all. And how are you to go about that, Scaveler? Field operations in person equal suboptimal. Sending tech priests instead equals optimal. First objective. Gather field specimens for study. Location, Tomb of Acropis. Commence immediately. Very well. Thank you so much for the cheers, everyone. And thank you, Isham Gamer, for the resubscription. 43rd month in a row. Blessed be the machine, indeed. Given the reports from the Tomb of Acropis, there should be plenty of samples in there for you to collect, Migos. Of course, but first, you have to kill them. My talent equal dissection after the fact. I leave the location, identification, execution to your tech priests, Migos. I trust this will be worth the effort, Scaveler. There are no mere labor servitors we are risking in these tombs. These are men and women, fellow devotees of the cult Mechanicus. Agreed, Mag. Valid point raised. Ensure human corpses are returned as well, plus opportunity to study the effect of Necron technology in human flesh. Oh, Scaveler. Marvelous. Okay, so both of these rooms have something going on in them. These rooms have... I have no idea what's going on in them, and there's our objective. So we've got... We're going to go through this route, so I have to double back the least. Well, I guess it's all the same way. You don't want to hang around too long, otherwise the Tomb's awakening level takes up. Self-preservation versus curiosity. Conflict unresolved. Desirous of knowledge... Desirous of not knowing what purpose chamber serves. The chamber ahead is lined with glowing green cylinders, each pulsing with power. The air is thick and greasy, and arcs of static electricity leap from the cohort's extremities as they approach. This chamber is almost certainly extremely dangerous, but it is the only way forward. Well, no, that's not true. Okay, study. Try to understand the purpose of this Necron technology. Slow and steady. Move through the chamber with extreme caution, carefully monitoring the energy levels. Shut down. Attempt to shut down the strange Necron device. Let's see. I'm going to go for... Well, this is Scaveler. We're going to study. Ouch. Observation alone is not enough to understand the function of these energy-hungry devices. In attempting to dismantle one device, the cohort is subjected to a blast of plasma that burns and irradiates them. following a cascade of exotic particles that teleports them to a different chamber. They rue the questionable decision to examine these machines closely as they make their way back to the mission path. Okay, they've gained one level of awakening, and yeah, one of my units took a bunch of damage. Oh well. Everything comes at a price. Warning, our presence is being detected. Okay. The Necrons are awakening in response to our presence within the tomb. As you travel through each tomb, defense systems will start activating. This increases the difficulty of the mission. The longer you spend in a tomb, the harder the mission becomes. Exploring the depth of the tomb isn't without reward, however. There are unknown amounts of lost knowledge to be found for those willing to dig deeper. It's more or less like Darkest Dungeon. Opportunity detected. Necron combat tactics, weaponry, capabilities illuminated. Study required. This chamber shows signs of having been the scene of a brutal gunfight. 2 Skitarii lie dead, with marks from ghost blasts all over the walls. Eulogize, say a prayer for the fallen Skitarii. The cult Mechanicus exhorts its soldiers to memorialize their losses. Or expropriate. Salvage what gear you can from the dead. After all, it's a waste to leave it behind. Or examine. Examine the chamber for data on the combat that took place here. Thank you very much, Trapped in Time, for the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very, very much indeed. Ah, wonderful. Please do not hold yourselves back. Show as much love, or lay out as much tea, or coffee, I suppose. I can't say much since I'm drinking it right now, as you want to whenever someone subs. Don't hold back. We're going to examine. Necron mere automata equals false. Analysis. Necron combat capability not equal trained human troops. A shame. Live fire combat exercises impossible. Must remain a dream. Actually, that I imagine that would be greater to or equal. I've not seen that use of. That's very much pseudocode. I've not seen that used in any code before, but I assume that would be greater than or equal to. Well, that would normally be greater and an equal sign. I have no idea. But thank you very much, What is Happy, for the Twitch Prime subscription. I hope you enjoy the stream tonight. Must remain a dream. Alas. Oh, we got 2 cognition points, though. The cohort takes their time examining the damage caused by the chamber. The Necrons attacked swiftly, picking off the 2 rearmost of the Skitarii unit before disappearing again into the shadows. By the way, how's the overall balance of my audio versus the game audio? It's good. Fantastic. Oh, I love it. Loads of people. Yeah, audio is great. Audio is good. Oh, no, there's always one. Yeah, it's too low. Damn it. Okay, there's one person out of pretty much everyone else who doesn't feel it's right. So I'm going to say that might be, you might need to turn your speakers up a little bit, Maro. Thank you very much, LMC, for the cheer there. Half an hour, sure. Time to fill the cup again. Oh, it's dangerous. Right, okay, moving on. I'm doing very well. Thank you, Rabs. How about yourself? Right, we've got a glyph. Alright. A single port designed for a Necron Canoptech creature extrudes from the device. I'm going to give this choice to someone else. Then I can blame them. I'm going to give this choice to Maru. You go ahead and have a quick pick. Left or right, Maru? Don't worry. Just the fate of my servitors and tech priests lie in your hands. Nothing too important. It's a lie. They're all important. Don't get this wrong, Maru. I'm trusting in you.
Looking dapper.
Lorasta, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Left. Very well. Oh, there we go. It's a healing glyph. I approve. Now we just need to try and remember what that look like? I need... damn, I need to take notes. Okay, I'm gonna allow this to tick up a little bit more. It's fine. We're gonna head down here. Find out what's in this room. Commit enthusiasm. Acquire at all costs. One of the Necron warforms remains after the rest of the fallen constructs teleported away. It fades in and out of reality, as if about to disappear. Take targeted sensor readings of the Necron as it phases out. Extract. Grab the Necron for transport back to the Adeptus Mechanicus or execute. No, we must take it back. Extract at all costs. Shame. Was anticipating commencement of dismantling, dissection, experimental dismemberment of captive Xenos construct. Interim conclusion reached. Necrons possess failsafe internal teleporters. Activate upon destruction. Okay. Indeed, Tech-Aquisitor. I believe we could have concluded that without such risk to my tech priests. Okay, one of the cohort takes the Necron by the arm to drag it back towards the tomb entrance. The Necron's teleportation procedure is then completed, and it vanishes. Apart from the arm the trooper was holding. Though not much compared to an entire Necron construct, the arm is taken back for study. Okay, well, we got a little bit of Blackstone. Now, that should push this up to level 2. Oh, it does not. Interesting. Perhaps moving back over a path you've already taken doesn't cost. That would be good. That would be very good. Extra Necrons in battle. Oh, that's fine. I don't mind. Okay. Speculation. Tomb possesses autonomous repair, defense, maintenance capabilities. Further study equal yes. Have some collected for me, Faustinus. The chamber ahead has suffered damage from the shifting of the landscape above. Several dozen tiny beetle-shaped constructs are scurrying about industriously as they repair the damage. Acquire. Ooh, acquire plus? That's interesting. The awakening bar... the main awakening bar is the time until my run ends. Basically, you are on a time limit throughout this game. The world is not sitting still while you're doing stuff. It is building up. And if you can't conclude the campaign by the time it's over, well, then you can't conclude it. I'm actually not sure what happens, even if the campaign is concludable, or if it's just a you're always going to fail, but how badly you fail sort of thing. I think you can achieve stuff. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. As for this, though, this little awakening level, as this bar fills up, every time I do something, by the looks of it, something new, this builds up. There are some events which will build it up faster. There are, if the alpha still holds true on this point, some events which will decrease it. The level causes certain things to happen. So, for example, at the start, our presence has been detected. At level 2, there'll be extra Necrons in every battle. Level 3, level 4, things just get worse and worse and worse. You don't want to tarry too long. But you've got to weigh that against the potential of finding more stuff each mission, so... I'm doing well, thanks, Arkham. How about yourself? Okay. This is not the time for such deviations from the mission. Ignore the scarabs, or acquire. Collect a couple of the scarabs for study, or attempt to collect several of the scarabs. It is in how they act as a group that the greatest insights will be found. Yes! Conclusion commences. Scarabs are not individual constructs, but resources of the tomb itself. Whole tomb is from the Necrons, is a form of Necron construct. Commence formulation. Wondrous kaleidoscope of hypotheses. I love you, Scaveler. An extra 2 cognition points, nice. With some difficulty, the cohort herd a dozen or so scarabs into a specimen vault and cram them inside, sealing the vessel with difficulty. More scarabs swarm out from the previously unseen aperture, revealing they must have a system of passageways throughout the tomb so they can be sent where needed. Very well. We're going to go and find this glyph. This panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room, beyond which is filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, then we can reap the rewards within. I believe this is what we used last time to heal, and I guess this one was also there. If this leads to cognition, then I'll have to remember this in the future. Interesting, but I guess? Oh, a container of some sort of seemingly that seemingly has raw binary seething within. Clearly it is of Xenos origin. Sparks of data leak through the age sealant used to contain the treasure within. Okay, well, that's fine. That didn't give me cognition, but I don't need cognition. Thank you very much, Ragnarok, for the Twitch Prime subscription. And, of course, to LMC for gifting a sub to Arkham. Thank you both so very, very much. Delara, oh, an Aavak stream, and I'm awake to watch it. The best of times, indeed. Alright, let's move on up to the destination. And on we go. Ouch. Necrons reanimate 1 turn faster at level 3. That's a bit nasty. Kill all enemies.
Looking dapper.
Okay. Sly Whiskey just subscribed. Thank you so much. 7th month in a row. Yay! New dog and live stream. Wow, you got a new dog. That's awesome. It's 1:30 p.m. here in West Australia. Usually Aavak streams at like 3 a.m. So I'm super happy to be here. I'm super happy that you're here as well. Okay. What on earth are all these? What is that? It's got a health bar. Most curious. Most curious. Well, we can afford to bring in a lot of our troops right now because we got so much cognition points. Sure. We can scan this. Okay. These are not active yet, but I could get over there with 1 cognition point. Alternatively, I can head up here. Alright, well first, I need to know about you. Okay, that's awful. Let's go grab this. And then head on over here with the 1 cognition that we need to scan. Scan. Very nice. I could attack it if I want. I don't think I want to, though. Yeah, I can't hit anything, so there's no point even trying. I don't know about your stats yet. Let's get my servitors up there. Would like very much to know about you. Okay, so you're the one that I need to be hitting with my energy weapons. And you've got a much, much better range as well. So from here, I'd be able to do that. Let's get over there. Yeah, the music is pretty awesome. It really, really is awesome. Oh, thank you very much, LMC, for filling the cup with more bits. Thank you so much, guys. And Maru as well. Right, okay. Now then. We can easily hit you. So I will do, 1 to 2 damage. You, I can't even damage with this weapon, unfortunately. And we got our full hit, which is quite nice. Sure, and a turn.
Looking dapper.
Sure, we'll bring in an extra servitor. You really can't do anything of value from here. So let's just move you up a little bit. Well, actually, no. Let's move you all the way. Actually, they're probably going to be able to get into range to do some damage to you if I let you stand there. So I'll pull you back just a little bit. I think they'll go for the servitor. I hope. Yeah. Extra cognition. And a dead servitor. It is a shame, but they are there as cannon fodder for this reason. Oh, thank you very much, Kronos, for the subscription 2 months in a row. And Maru for the gifted sub to Pizza Tiger. Thank you so much, guys. A smaller sploosh, yes, indeed. The cup is not entirely empty this time. Alright, let's get over there. You're, unfortunately, doing damage against him isn't ideal. You could potentially do no damage. Yeah. Bit of annoyance, but oh well. Let's continue getting in there. The enemy seem happy to just attack the closest thing, which is great for us, frankly. If I move over here, then I can hit both of them. If I move over here, I can only hit one of them, but I can get some cognition points. I don't need them though, so we'll move here. Machine Spirit is fully charged. Extra damage. There we go. It was a critical hit as well. Very nice. I'll start approaching. Oh, the scarabs are up and running. Oh dear. More Necrons. I don't think we need you. I'd like to know about you, though. Okay. No, that's not too bad. Can I get into a position where I can actually shoot you? That would allow it, but if I got all the way over there, I'd pick up a cognition point as well. I could shoot you, then move in for an attack as well, using an extra cognition point, and I think that would be fine. See if I can't take you down straight away. 2 damage, nice. Let's spend the cognition point, get right in close. And then just go for an attack. 2 to 4. We can't do enough damage. It's a shame. A critical would have been good, but that is a bit of a shame. Okay. That's good for you. Oh, trying to move back because it can't use its ranged weapon in melee. And this one is probably going to be taken out because it'll have to do exactly the same thing and will immediately get walloped by my axe, which will be enough to kill it. Oh dear. I disapprove of healing. Like, I really disapprove of healing. Like, oh my lord. Such disapprove. Alright, get in there. Go for him. Good. Decent amount of damage. Opportunity, very nice. Thank you very much, Maru, for the cheer there. Tech your servitors to shoot, because a cease and desist order is just a piece of paper. I suppose. Right, I would like to... Well, actually, I don't particularly need to do that, no. Because this will reveal the statistics of a thing if I attack it. Sure. Okay, 3 damage. It's not terribly good, but, you know, it's fine. It's given me enough data on it. Move up and wallop it with my axe. There we go. I like quite a lot. Now, I would like you to move right in so that you're next to this one. And on the next turn, it will have to fight you. Find out about the scarab. When it tries to move away, in fact, both of these are going to have to do that. They'll have to move out of range and will probably take damage. It'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. Okay. Cognition. Very nice. I would now like an extra drone in here. Yeah, we'll get you there. As for you... It's unlikely I'm going to be able to shoot with this pistol. It's such a shame to have to use up my machine spirit charge on this. But oh well. Let's go ahead and move all the way over here. Past this point. We'll pick up the cognition on the way. I must say again how much I love that ability. The fact that when we move, you don't you don't have to stop and interact. You'll interact on the way if it's something you can interact with. Go ahead. And at this point, I will spend a little bit of cognition just to go over here, grab all of this cognition. Because I'm a tech priest, I'll grab a lot of it all at once. And then the other thing I really love is if you do stop to interact, having paid cognition to get a bit more movement, you're allowed to take the rest of your movement. It doesn't say, oh, well, you took your move, because in XCOM, it's a turn system. It doesn't matter what you do with your turn. If you take the turn, that's your turn. It's kind of like chess. You know, your queen can move any amount of tiles forward, or in diagonals, or whatever. But if you move 2, well, that's your turn. In this, because I paid the cognition, I paid for an extra entire movement range, a turn's worth of movement for that one cognition. So whatever I do in that, I can just carry on my merry way. And I appreciate that a lot. Pretty awesome if you ask me. There we go, and they are down. With that, I can actually move right up and block you guys off with the remainder of my movement. Oh, this is going to be grand. Here we are, attack of opportunity, 5 damage, attack of opportunity, 1 damage. Go, 4 damage, and it's down. This one is now locked in. It can't do anything. I approve. Alright, take this one down, please. We'll just focus all our fire on it. It's okay. I don't mind too much. You just stay there. You do exactly the same now. 3 damage. Very nice. You can go ahead and do exactly the same. 2 to 4 damage. And as long as we can disable them, then we win, basically. Though I could just draw back and shoot it if I want to. I think I will. Destruction is the destiny of disease. There we are. No threats remaining. Yeah, that Necron warrior was utterly boned there. Circumstances evaluation. Confirmed disappointing. Necrons employ teleportation technology to achieve post-destruction discorporation. Interrogative. Where do the remains go? Fascination intensifies. Marvelous. Upon destruction, the Necron constructs vanish, leaving no samples to be collected. Thoroughly search the chamber for any components that might have been missed by the teleportation effect. Abandon. Move on, hoping the next combat will yield usable samples. Or archive. Take pick grabs of the damage from the Necron weapons. At least this information may be of use. No, we're going to analyze. Ooh. The cohort is slowed down by the search, giving the enemy a chance to respond to their location. However, they uncover several samples of technology of uncertain purpose that might contain valuable materials. We picked up a Volkite blaster. Takes 3 cognition to use, has a 1-turn cooldown, single target range attack, deals 9 to 11 energy damage. Machine Spirit, once fully charged, doesn't cost any cognition points to use. It requires 2 augment points to equip it though. Favoured during the Great Crusade before the Terran bolt gun drove them into decline. Volkite weapons impart so much thermodynamic energy to the target that those under their shimmering ray simply combust. Thank you so much, C-Champ, for the subscription, mate. Praise the Omnissiah. A stream, indeed. Indeed. I'm very happy with that find. Mission complete. The cohort returns from the tomb, frustrated by the lack of physical samples of Necron constructs. However, the data they have gathered on the phasing out of Necron remains is illuminating in and of itself. Hooray for us! Valuable data present, greater than past. Totality of human knowledge increased. Mission conclusion positive. I cannot say I support your conclusion, Scaveler. Beneficial conclusion itemization follows. Necron discorporation witnessed. Enemy constructs destroyed. Less than 0. Necron combat performance evaluated. Chances of functioning Necron available for dissection increased. My emotional cores are returning sensations of frustration and resentment, and I choose to acknowledge them. The lives of my tech priests are not there to be risked for the fulfillment of your desires, Tech-Aquisitor. They are there to be risked for the acquisition of intelligence, learning, sacred knowledge. Your understanding equals approvable. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Mission status success. Good. We get the rewards. Oh.
Looking dapper.
I didn't realize that added to the overall awakening bar. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that really stacks up the need to kind of weigh the pros and cons of spending more time in a tomb. Thank you very much, Zarkwan. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Okay. Mouse clicks 168. Distance traveled 109. Rooms explored 8. Turns played 4. Attacks 19. Damage dealt 46. Damage taken 14. Units lost 2. Okay. Well, you know, these are things that happen. New canticle unlocked. Complete one mission without using a canticle. The next, the Cant of the Craft. The next physical attack will deal +3 physical damage. Though they flee and cower from us, the unrighteous shall find nowhere beyond our reach. Okay.